guys, going to talk to you about ground strokes today. So keep in mind that anytime that we hit a ground stroke, the preparation and the organization has to be like a math equation, meaning things have to be correct from start to finish. Starting with getting the paddle back to set and then giving yourself enough time to make contact, getting all your weight in that whole kinetic chain flowing with the ball. Main common tendencies that I see as people hit ground strokes are people using too much wrist, standing too upright, using too much upper extremities, not sinking in their legs, not finding their most athletic self. I see people making contact too early and not having enough time to really load and coil and then use that kinetic chain going at the ball. So let's focus on giving ourselves enough time, okay? So after we've served, we're gonna look to reposition, get back, give ourselves plenty of time, and then we're gonna start in like a ready position here. As the ball comes, we're gonna go to set position, okay? So I'm going from ready to set. Set would be the paddles back here, butt caps facing at the ball. All the load is on my back foot. I'm getting all my weight transfer going at the ball. I'm leading with my belly button. But main thing is getting to set position, getting everything organized, using this back foot as my load foot, and then getting all my weight going forward, getting this whole kinetic chain flowing at the ball. So think about if you can make that one unit, or you know, for example here, if I had strings tied up from my wrist and my hips and my whole body, I should focus on trying to keep all the strings intact and letting all those pieces flow as one unit. I'm gonna show the backhand as well. So that was the forehand side. Backhand side, same sort of idea. Letting the ball come to me, getting set, getting organized. I would say that on the backhand as well, I'm going to extreme continental. So if you guys like using your roll volley with your one-handed backhand, or if you just got comfortable with this one-handed backhand, it's probably going to make sense to want to drive your one-handed backhand. So I'm getting the continental, I'm getting set, getting turned, getting organized, looking over this dominant shoulder, loading off my back foot, getting all my weight going forward onto this front foot. The only thing that is a little different with the one-handed backhand here is that as I make contact, I'm using this back arm to kind of open up some space, and this is like my main balancing point. So if you guys are looking to have a one-handed backhand like a Roger Federer, focus on getting organized, getting turned, getting everything all flowing together, and then opening up your chest there at the very end. So we just talked about the forehand, just talked about the backhand. This segment is a bit more technique heavy just because there's so many little pieces taking place. So I would say there is definitely a myth in pickleball, and the myth is that you should not use your two-handed backhand. If you take a look at Simone Jardim, take a look at Lucy Kovalova, you take a look at all the best females in the game, what are they all doing? They're all using their two-handed backhand. So if you were an ex-tennis player that maybe loved your two-handed backhand and you're not using it now, or maybe you're a player that just simply doesn't have enough power with using a one-handed backhand, it would make sense to want to use that other hand. So keep in mind, if you're going to use a two-handed backhand, your non-dominant arm, which I'm a righty here, so my non-dominant would be my left. My left arm is going to be my main user. Okay, so left arm is my main user, and then my right arm is just kind of there to hang on for the ride. So as I hit my two-handed backhand here, the right hand is almost off of the handle. I would say the handle kind of lines up in like the middle of my hand, so half of my hand is kind of hanging off. So that gives my left hand plenty of room to come on the handle here. Okay, so sometimes I may have a finger up, sometimes I may even have two fingers. Okay, I don't use a two-handed backhand. I use a one-handed backhand. But know that based off how much room you have, you're either going to be throwing one finger up or maybe even two, okay? But I'm going to start in ready position. I'm gonna turn and get to set position. See how I bring the shoulders back. I kind of put it in like this little holster here. And then I'm pushing with my left arm, getting some good usage and getting some good extension with that left. Right's just kind of there to hang on for the ride. And then my left is fully taking over and extending. See the same natural tendency in my hips. I'm coiling and then I'm uncoiling, okay? You take a look at some of the best players in the world that drive really well, and usually it looks very effortless, but it all starts with getting organized, giving yourself enough time, and then getting all those little pieces working together.